Hi, it's Marco from Moose Marketing and PR, the editor of Punchline magazine, and welcome to Punchline Talks. Today I'm at the Innovation Centre in Worcester-Under-Edge at the Renishaw. So I'm just here to see Chris Pockett, who hopefully will be behind here. Hello Chris, great to see you again.
Hi, good to see you, welcome.
Thanks ever so much.
The Renishaw Innovation Centre. We'll go down and have a look at the STEM Centre in a moment. Do you want to have a quick, really quick scoot around the demonstration area? It's a massive building, you could probably spend all day here. So this generally is a place where we bring people to look at all of our samples of our equipment, our industrial measurement equipment that's used by manufacturers around the world, all sorts of applications, making products that we know and love and use day in, day out, things like the phone that we're filming on, PCs, cars we drive in, the trains and planes we ride on. Some of our interesting projects as well. This is the Olympic track bike that was used by Team GB in Japan. So one of the cool projects that we get involved in. And probably one of the most popular of our exhibits here is Grometronic. So it's a modified grommet that we made for the Grand Appeal for the Wallace and Grommet Trail back in 2018. Really popular with kids, big and small, I have to say. So we're going to walk around now to the STEM Centre. So we built this building in two phases. The first phase was opened by HRH Princess Royal 2015, and then we've extended it since, and so that was completed around 2018, 2019, although we didn't make much use of it until more recently because of COVID, of course. So different demonstration facilities off of this corridor. It's a long corridor. We're now going into somewhat private space, so up into these doors of this public space. This is where our RAM spectrometer team are. What's a RAM spectrometer team? So it's basically a non-destructive analytical instrument to look at all sorts of materials, used a lot in research and development. One of the big applications for the product at the moment is looking at the materials that are used in batteries. Manufacturers around the world try and make batteries that last as long as they can, are high performing, highly efficient. So that's one application. But RAM spectrometry and our spectrometers are used in all sorts of things, from looking at original pigments for art restoration, also even early cancer detection as well. So really interesting, fascinating applications, and something that people wouldn't necessarily associate with Renishaw. So now we're into some of our sort of development space. So some of our equator systems here.
What are these, sorry?
System. It's equator, so it's a gauging system that's used by manufacturers globally alongside production lines. So it's a shop hardened measurement system. These are some of our development labs. We're looking at where we test some of our products, sort of early testing for some of those, and testing for customer applications as well. So a long old corridor, we'll keep walking. So on the right here we've got an example of one of the green power cars that we've developed over the years. So we have a team of apprentices and graduates that take part in the Green Power, which is the national electric car battery operated competition that's also aims to get school kids, anything from years 5 and 6 onwards, into science and engineering. It's great, it's a really practical way of expressing engineering and developing real hands-on skills with an end result. So you actually race the car at the end, you develop the car and race the car. It's great for developing those sort of practical skills, which we much need within the business. And now we're into the area where we do a lot of developments and testing of our metal 3D printers, or additive manufacturing systems. So these are used by industries around the world to develop really complex components in areas such as aerospace, automotive sector, and we're doing really well as well. We sell a lot of machines into the medical and dental sector, so it's great for making sort of bespoke one-off components that are customized to the needs of a particular individual. And now finally, we're not at the end of the building yet. We're not at the end of the building, but fortunately not at the end of the building is our STEM Centre, which we've opened recently. So this is where we give science and engineering experiences, practical experiences for kids from sort of years 5 and 6 up to typically 16, though we do some work with colleges and universities as well. And we also use this as a facility to train and educate some of our own graduates and apprentices as well. don't usually have balloon arches over the door. It's just the fact
I thought you just put them up for me, Chris.
Just for
Hey,
you.
a bit of a drum roll, drum roll, not a...
So I've got to put some lights on.
Okay, get some light on the situation.
So yeah, we opened this recently. So it was opened by Renishaw, who's 6-time world champion mountain biker. I think put lights on in here as well. We're highly energy efficient at Renishaw. We got a net zero scope 1 and 2 target for 2028. So we have automatically operated lighting systems. So these will switch off once we've left the building. So yeah, you're into the heart of the system, or into the heart of the centre now, I should say. It looks very different to when you and I were at school, that's for sure.
Yeah, we've just given a Bunsen burner and,
yeah,
you know,
and sinks as well. So this is, yeah, what we're trying to do really fundamentally with these centres is to try and inspire kids. There's generally a shortage within science and engineering. So what we're looking to do is support the school curriculum, give extra resources for schools, bring the kids out of schools and help inspire them and see the use of science and maths in a practical setting that hopefully will give them a good insight into the sort of careers that they can follow in the future.
I mean, Renishaw is famous. How many apprentices do you take a year? And for this as well, does it lead into that?
Yeah, absolutely. So around 60 to 80 apprentices a year, around 100 graduates. We're giving work experience to over 100 kids a year as well, plus around 60 industrial placements, similar number of summer placements, maybe a little bit more. So yeah, it's really vital for us. It's a pipeline of future talent to bring people into the business. So we try to intervene early, try to inspire kids at a young age that they will retain hopefully a love and develop a love for science and engineering.
Chris, thanks so much for showing us around. I'm surprised we're out of breath actually. It's quite a long walk.
It's quite a walk.
Thanks so much.
Pleasure,
Good to see you again. Thank you.